Well, boys and girls, I got bad news today. Movie theaters are fucked. Warner Brothers announced yesterday that pretty much every movie they have that was coming out in 2021 is going straight to HBO Max, but it's also going to movie theaters too, so whatever movie theaters are open, at least. And yeah, this spells nothing but danger for Regal and AMC theaters. This is no bueno. Not good at all. Those days of going to the theaters with your friends, getting overpriced popcorn, and having some asshole texting his girlfriend in front of you while you're trying to watch a movie, those days are over with. Now everybody's just gonna be sitting at home watching movies, big budget movies. No more movie theaters. What I mean, I understand. It's understandable because with everything going on this year, this is probably going to happen anyway. Because they've already said with Wonder Woman they're going to do this, but now it's just for every movie. And I don't know about you guys, but that really sucks. I mean, there's good and bad here, which we're going to discuss. The first being, personally for me, I loved going to the movie theaters. That's like the only thing I actually did in my life. I'd go see the same movie 2 or 3 times, depending on how much I liked it. Just because I like that experience. You get the big old screen, you got the overpriced popcorn that tastes delicious, you got your drink in your hand and candy that you snuck in. And it was just an experience. It was so much fun just to be able to relax. You get your own environment. I get to focus on the movie. Where I feel like if I watch movies at home, I get kind of distracted. I keep having to pause them and I'm not enjoying them. I don't really get the experience that I do at a movie theater. Going to a movie theater, it's like it has your undivided attention for the most part. Some people still text on their phones anyway because they just don't give a shit. But theater, it has your full attention. You got this big giant screen and it's loud as shit. Your ears are fucking ringing as soon as you get out of the movie theater, but you enjoyed the experience. And that's dead now. It was something unique and fun to do, but Warner Brothers just released this out of nowhere. Like Warner Brothers didn't even give it a chance to become 2021 yet, and they're already like, all right, so just so y'all know, we ain't doing that different release date shit like we done this year, where they have a new release date for these movies every other month. Same day as theaters, they go to streaming. But I understand where some people are coming from, though. A lot of people are cheering. They're like, thank God. So a lot of people only went to the movie theaters because they had no choice, because it wasn't going to come to physical or digital for like 3, 4 months, and they didn't want to get spoiled or miss out on it. So it kind of forced people to go to the movie theaters because they had no other way to see the movie. They had no choice unless you watch a shitty bootleg version of the movie like a month after it comes out, which is just terrible. You got some bald headed guy who's taking up half the screen. That's not that I would know. I don't do that kind of stuff, but I'm just saying. That's what I would imagine it would be like. But yeah, I can definitely see where people are coming from too, where they say, "Oh, fuck movie theaters. They charge you like $30 for a popcorn, a drink, and some candy, which you get for like half that price if you just went to Walmart. You could buy like a whole pack. For the price of a drink at a movie theater, you can literally go and buy a whole pack of Sprite and or Coke for that same price, if not a dollar or two more. Then you can buy a whole thing of popcorn for about what, $3, $4 at Walmart, and you can have like 12 days of it. Where at a movie theater you only get, for that day. And candy you can get it for like $1, $1.50, the dollar store or Walmart or wherever. And it's just a gas station anywhere. Then you go to a theater, they charge like twice the price. Which I understand movie theaters gotta make their money somehow, because no one's gonna buy a fucking AMC T-shirt or anything. But it's still just ridiculous going to the theaters and you gotta pay so much money. You already gotta pay for the tickets to see the movie, depending on how many people you bring. That can get really pricey. You're gonna be paying what, 20, $30. Then you gotta pay. By the end of it, you're paying almost 60, $70 just to go watch a movie. Because it's like, who do you think is actually going to go to the movie theaters to watch these movies? A very few select people. Because I don't know about you, but I'm gonna watch it from the comfort of my own home without having to drive and risk getting coronavirus. Yeah, fuck that. I don't even really care about these movies all that much anyway. The only one I'm really looking forward to is probably The Suicide Squad. And that's pretty much it. None of these other movies coming out I really care about. They're gonna have like Godzilla, Dune, Conjuring. There's so many other movies they're putting on there. I can't even remember all of them. Huge and crazy that has come to this after this year. And I can already tell you, a lot of people aren't even gonna pay for HBO Max for this. They're just gonna watch it for free on some illegal website because, why not? Who wants to pay 15, 20 bucks just to subscribe to a streaming service for a month that nobody cares about? Just to unsubscribe just because you watched a movie. And what does this mean for, Blu-ray and DVDs? Is that gonna go away soon too? Because now there's always something to look forward to. You go watch a movie, then 3, 4 months later it comes out on Blu-ray, 4K, and DVD. Then you go get it and you rewatch it all over again. You always got. I like physical media too because you never know when something's gonna happen. You always got your movies there. You going on a road trip or power goes out in your house. You got physical copies there to watch on your laptop or your TV. You can always rely on an internet connection to watch movies and TV shows. That's why I like having physical media. Is that gonna die off soon too? I don't know. I'm surprised they made it this long. Everyone said DVDs would be dead, and they're still making those. The future of movies is just very scary right now. We don't know what's going to happen. It doesn't look like whatever's going to happen is going to be good, though. But the big question is, what are the other studios going to do in response to this? Because it's like basically everybody has their own streaming platform besides Sony. I mean, Disney has, Disney Plus. They already dipped into those waters with Mulan. It'll be interesting to see what they do with, a Black Widow, for example. Is that going to go to streaming now? Because that was going to be a potentially billion-dollar movie. And what's Sony going to do about Venom and Morbius? Those are going to be big movies too. Venom, the first one, was a pretty big success. Didn't it make what, 700, 800 million dollars? They made almost $1 billion worldwide. So that was going to be a potentially big movie. But it's also kind of smart that they're doing this because these movies are going to flop anyway. They're definitely going to flop now. Don't get me twisted. I'm not saying they're going to be a success now. These movies are going to flop hard as fuck. And they're probably going to change their little strategy they got after the first couple of movies. And they see, holy shit, nobody's going to the movie theaters to watch that movie. Because they're already trying to push theaters. I've seen a couple of Wonder Woman commercials where they're like, oh, hey, by the way, guys, these are shot with special cameras made just for you to witness in a theater. Winky, winky, please don't go watch this on HBO Max. Winky, winky. And it's like, yeah, nobody cares if they're shot with IMAX 4K cameras or whatever the fuck, some kind of special high-tech camera. Nobody gives a fuck. It's a Wonder Woman movie, for God's sake. It's a movie about a dumb bitch with magic bracelets that fights a fucking cat lady. No one cares what kind of cameras they're shot with. This isn't a fucking Martin Scorsese masterpiece or anything, This isn't a Quentin Tarantino kind of movie where you actually give a fuck about any of that, or a Christopher Nolan movie. No, nobody gives a shit. So just stop. But yeah, these movies are gonna flop hard as shit either way, if they're going to streaming or not. We already seen that with Tenet. Tenet was the first movie to take a bullet, and it died on arrival. I think the budget for it was like $300 million, and only made back like maybe 150, 170, something like that. So yeah, Tenet didn't do so well, so I think he's got all the studios scared. Like, okay, guys, let's just forget even thinking about only theater releases. Let's also try to find something else now, streaming in theaters. Which, yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Are movie theaters dead? Do you think they have any chance to survive? Because we don't know how much longer we're going to be in this pandemic. We don't know how much longer things are not going to be normal. This could be the new normal. Who knows? This is why I think studios are acting quick. They know this isn't going around. This ain't going away next year. So let's go ahead, make a plan now. And we shall see. Only time will tell. Only time will tell if this is a good decision or not. They could still pussy out and say, you know what, never mind, we're going to do theater only, or, oh, never mind, we're going to hold off on these movies until COVID is over. So, we'll see.